And the next America's Cup is heading to Barcelona. Emirates Team New Zealand has confirmed the move this morning. For more on this, Team New Zealand CEO Kevin Shoebridge live from Barcelona. First of all, congrats, Kevin. It must be exciting that this is now out there. It has been announced. Have you had a few sangrias to celebrate?
No, not as yet. But as you say, it's great to actually finally get a confirmation so we can move forward with the defence.
It is slightly earlier than we were all anticipating the announcement would come. Did Cork's decision to announce that they'd pulled out take you by surprise?
No, we'd just been moving as fast as we could. Plus things were leaking out a little bit over here, so we thought we should move quickly.
Where will the build-up regattas take place?
That's still up in the air, really, and all those options are still on the table. Like we hope to have 2 or 3 build-up regattas starting next year. So that'll be the next step, really. Now that we've got this confirmed, we'll look to that.
Could they happen in New Zealand?
Oh, look, anything's possible, for sure. We've got the AC40 class, which is under construction at the moment. They launch later this year, September, October, and they'll be the boats that are used for the pre-regattas. The first 2 will be done in those smaller AC40s, and then we were doing the 3rd one, which will be here in Barcelona in the AC75.
What would need to happen for those build-up regattas to take place here in New Zealand?
Well, it's like everything, really. You know, they're quite big events, quite expensive events to put on with television and everything else, and they cost a fee. So, you know, that we need to start working through that.
Have you had any commitment from the New Zealand government, from Auckland Council, that they would like to invest in build-up regattas?
Not officially, no. There's been a few, loose conversations, but nothing official at this point.
Do you feel that they should have given you more support to try and keep the event in New Zealand?
Oh, look, it's not an easy position for anyone to be in here. And, we negotiated with the Auckland Government and Council for the 3 months after the match finished in March last year. And they put their best foot forward, which we were very appreciative of. And for the times that we're in with COVID and everything else and budget being spent elsewhere, we thought it was completely reasonable. But, in the end, we need to put this team in the best place possible for it to be able to defend AC37.
So ultimately, did it come down to money? Who put most on the table?
It wasn't who put the most on the table. It came down to a lot of factors, but there is a certain amount that we do need to function properly to be competitive against, what is an incredibly strong lineup that has already entered.
And what did Barcelona put on the table? Did they have the most?
No, all the final 4 venues were very similar. I won't say identical, but they were very similar. So the thing for Barcelona, it had a lot of other things going for it. Like obviously it's an amazing city. It's got a lot of infrastructure that's already in place. I'm sitting above the port right now, and it's a huge port that has space for the bases to be distributed around a central sort of area. The race course is directly off the beach in Barcelona. It's got great wind conditions, sort of average 9 to 15 knots. So it's got a lot of good points going for it.
The Auckland Chamber of Commerce says that it's pretty gutting, really, for businesses, particularly hospitality, but also, I guess, boat building, all those kind of periphery businesses that benefit from the America's Cup being hosted at home. Could you have struck any deals so that, you say, right, we're hosting it in Barcelona this time, but if we win, it's coming back to New Zealand? Can you strike any kind of deal like that, or making a commitment to returning?
The deal with Barcelona is for AC37. There is no discussion at this point of AC38 or the future. So that's too far in the future. We've just got to concentrate on winning this one.
What time of the day will the races happen? I know TV rights and the ability for Kiwis to be able to watch these races is quite important. Have you gone into that level of detail yet?
Not really, but we've got to put the racing on when the best breeze conditions are, which we will do studies to find out where that is. But I think we'll try and go along the lines of what we did in Auckland with the late afternoon racing. It was a better time slot, but it also allows people who are working to be able to get down and watch the racing on the shore. So probably around 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
And how much emphasis was placed on Barcelona being a place, say, in Europe where you've got the opportunity to reinvigorate the sport on a global stage? How important was that?
Well, that was important, and I think that's one of the responsibilities you have when you defend the Cup. We've got to try and grow the sport and do the best thing for it. We think there's huge opportunity here, being in a city such as Barcelona, which is a major city, for more people to view it, more people to be engaged with it, different time slots for European television, and we think this is the best place for that to happen.
Thank you very much. Emirates Team New Zealand CEO Kevin Shoebridge, you're probably extremely busy still there in Barcelona, but I hope you get to enjoy some of the hospitality there too.